This map. Bruh. I'm gonna try not to get too negative on this, but these imps. These imps. Oh. So it's a very luck-based fight, and the problem is once you go for this rocket launcher, the Archviles come down pretty quickly, and they're in the midst of all these imps, so you start shooting rockets and you're just doing like no damage to them. In the meantime, you're trying to aim the rockets. The Mancubi are shooting at you, the imps are shooting at you. They're trying to get in your way and block your circle strafe. Not to mention, if you get zapped once, you're probably just gonna fall off the edge. Because why not put a pit right there, right? But at this point, that's like half of the time you're gonna spend grinding this. If you do decide to max this level, which if you do, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're gonna be doing okay after. But yeah, it's gonna take some therapy after this. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, now to platforming. It's not even the fun kind of platforming like in Flotsam at 5 and 6. Nuh-uh. W and S. W and S. Now I like to adjust myself with the mouse movement there. Because a lot of times you land on the platform, you're a little bit too far, especially on the diagonal jumps like this one. You land a little bit too far forward. You go to move forward and you just kind of fall off because you don't have the speed to make it to the next platform. So I just adjust myself with the mouse there. I decided, let me just die on the fights and not die because of platforming. So I took it slow. Up to you if you want to grind this. Or maybe you have just a better sense of where you are on them and you can adjust yourself with S. Whatever you people that are good at platforming do. You're all out there. A friend of mine, Lucky Eddie, he loves platforming. There's this series by Ribix, the Frog and Toad series, these 3 wads. He loves doing demos for those. And they're insane. Got platforming and insane fights. Yeah, I'll link him in the description. Definitely check him out. Yeah. About halfway done with the platforming. Basically, there's 3 sections that you have to do. One is the imps, 2 platforming sections. Make your way to the red key, which lowers that BFG. Usually in a map, it's like you gotta work your way to the BFG, and that's when it gets good. Nuh-uh. I disagree. Not in this map. So the teleporter fight is the next fight that happens after this, and Mr. Zzul in the text file says that it's one of his favorite encounters he's ever come up with. Well, you know what? It's my least favorite encounter he's ever come up with. Hey, that's my opinion. It's not really about you know, it not being clever or whatever. The main problem is just that it's very inconsistent. You know, I mean, the map is beautiful looking. I mean, just look at that. It's sick. It's the torches and the way it contrasts the void is really well done. And those floor textures also, when I finish the platforming, the way it looks, very well done. Just the fights are really gimmicky and RNG based, and that's why I just didn't like it from a saveless standpoint. So yeah, we're just about done with the platforms here, and this platform, oh man, I don't know why I found myself. So look at the SSG. You see how I'm in the dark there? If you're in the dark, that means you are right on the edge of the platform. You really need to figure out where you are. You really need to just not fall off by going forward or something, because you might be like on the corner or whatever, and you just have no room to run, no room to build up speed. But yeah, I finally got out of the dark. Kind of got a sense of where I am now. I can go again, and yeah, these do not show up on the map, so you can't even use that to line up. Yeah, let's speed it up a little bit. Alright. And now this third area. This is, or the fourth wing, I guess. This is just to get the key. Now it's BFG time. This teleporter fight, okay. You're not gonna see it in the demo. In fact, it looks pretty easy. It's just Cyber Demons and Revenants. How hard can it be? But all the black teleports you to death. I'll show you at the end of the video after the end screen. But yeah, this idea, I had this idea to spray down the cybers all like that at the start of the fight some time ago. But I deemed it a little too hard and awkward with the movement. Then I saw Starduster doing that in his max attempts. So I decided to try it out, see if I can't get it to work myself. Maybe having more experience with the fight will help with that, and it did. So, yeah, I'll link him in the description too. Everybody gets a shout out. Alright, now I'm gonna shoot down these switches. Now, after you shoot the 3 switches, I highly recommend you move. Yeah, look. Imagine after all of that, you get rocketed into one of these teleporters after you beat the fight. Yeah, these guys aren't just for show. And the Archviles can target you too. Happened to me once in practice. I don't think there's anything you can do about that. Yeah, not this end fight. Going straight on the Archviles. You guys know I like my Archvile hordes. Not this one. Not this one. I'm sorry. This is an exception. Any tiny little mistake you make, you're gonna get zapped off the edge. Totally zapped off the edge. And of course, Zzul had to put the cells right on the edge. I have to say that's a pretty damn good idea. I'm getting good at grabbing them without falling off quickly. But I kind of had to, because you got to be fast at loading your BFG again. There's no backpack. You got to constantly run out of ammo like this. But yeah, Cyber's after the Archviles, because why not? Basically ensuring that if you get hit, you're likely just going to die, no matter what your health is. Because that Megasphere in the previous area is the only health. In fact, it's the only health in the entire map, isn't it? Yeah. Now this Cyber, boom, oh man. I actually ate a rocket in the end fight. That is scary to think about. It was my 3rd time making it to the Archviles. I never died to the Cyber Demons for the ending platforming. But yeah. Oh, and this guy on the left, I saw you. I saw you. You're not gonna get me. So yeah, we are good at this point. 5 more kills in the map. Keep loading up your BFG. Just about done. Yeah, man. Definitely my least favorite map in the WoD, because it just I don't feel in control in the fights. You know, the teleporter one, you got infighting rockets to deal with, kind of mitigated by the new strat, but you still got piles of Revenant missiles everywhere, pushing you back and forth. And you know, if you're moving in a certain direction and the Revenants push you also in that direction, you're just going to go full speed into a teleporter and die. It's really hard to explain. You really just got to try it out for yourself. I can't recommend that. Anyways, these platforms do show up on the map. Even though Zzul decided to put platforming at the end after you kill everything, he was a little bit merciful here. Yeah, there's a certain amount of stress you feel when you're at this point. I gotta be honest though, I wasn't too worried about these platforms in particular. Every time I would practice the end fight and I would beat it, I would do this platforming just as good practice. So even though I do hate this map, I do think that it looks nice, and I think it made an alright demo to watch. It's over. I only have one more Dimensions map only, right? Dimensions map 3. I hope one day I can do it. Map is insane. Yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and show you what happens if you land in those teleporters. Show you exactly what happens. It's not just a pit or anything. But over here. Come on. You gonna hit me or what? Oh, you can't hit me? Come on. There. Yeah. You can't move in there. It's just death. Yeah. And that happens. And then it's imp time. Yeah, anyways. Hope you enjoyed. Anyways. See you next time. Peace.